Hello, everybody. It's MicheleMarieDalene, and it is the 30th of the month of October, and tomorrow is All Hallows Eve, or Samhain. I don't have anything planned for Samhain. I really have no idea what I'm going to do for Samhain. I never really do anything, really. Some of you asked me if we're going to do anything. I thought about doing something, but I don't know. Alright, so anyway, I wanted to just give you kind of a recap for those of you who didn't sit through the full 2.5 hour video in the live stream. We have found at least one of the doppelgangers, which I didn't realize was a doppelganger from the beginning. I'm talking about this woman was spoofing one of my other members, which I wasn't aware of. We all discussed this issue, including she apologized for her actions, but her reasons for doing the actions was very unusual, which I'm going to explain right now. She said the only reason she did that is because she said I didn't want to talk to her in chat. I said, no, I never said I wouldn't talk to you in chat. I said was, because of the way you act sometimes, I don't feel I can have you on the show. But then she did say some things to my landlord which were disgusting, which I temporarily had forgotten about that. But for now, let's just try to bury the hatchet and not worry about keeping the feud going. So she said she was sorry, and as far as I'm concerned, that's as good as it's going to get. She said she would erase the account. No, it was not Lumi's account. No. It wasn't my account. It wasn't the MicheleDalene account either. No. Well, maybe. Could be. I don't know. Okay, the point is she had apologized. Okay? She asked me to call her. I said I would try. I did try to call her that night. And unfortunately, I got her voicemail. So, in that case, she can't say I didn't try to call her. I'm talking about Sherry, of course. Speaking of other things in the news, I have some questions for all the dislikers of my videos. What is it about the videos you don't like? I really would like to know, because I've been kind of trying to figure that one out. What did I say, or what do I say that upsets you? Or the content of what you need to tell me. If you want me to improve things, I need to know. So just comment in this comment section below here, and we'll see what happens. Clinton versus Manafort is for his external Russian dealings. Two different cases. One is clearly has violated federal laws for tax reasons. It had nothing to do with Donald Trump. Talking about Manafort. And the other, which was working with the current administration, or at the time, the current administration, the Obama administration, to sell 20% of uranium one to the Russians, where there is enough evidence clearly indicated that they could easily get an indictment on Hillary Clinton and her team for that, including down in Brazil. Very interesting. Turned out that the Clinton campaigns financed the false dossier, and that was technically illegal because of federal laws regarding you're not supposed to get donations from external national sources. In other words, if you want to get donations, have to be from Americans. You can't get them from Britain or Russia, for that matter. Or pay external sources such as Britain and Russia, which they did. And we're probably hoping that the Hillary Clinton would win, so the case would remain hidden in the annals of history. Well, karma has a way of balancing itself, and so yeah, you know, it wasn't going to take long before someone was going to catch up and go, hey, wait a second, Why are the Democrats pushing so hard to indict Trump and his team when with all this false dog and pony show, when we have the real story of the Democrat collusions right in front of us? I don't wish evil on anybody, but seriously, I wonder about that. Just as I wonder about something else, which is related to all this, doppelgangers and dupes, is YouTube. YouTube needs to seriously examine its use of its monikers and nicknames or channel names. Because when you have 2 or more channels that have the same name but have different YouTube IDs, some of the software is not set up for that. And it gets confused. And it gets upset. And it creates confusion for everybody. So if anything, is that YouTube needs to install something that Internet Relay Chat has had pretty much from the beginning. It's called a Nick Collide. In other words, the ability to check to see if 2 channels have the same name and warn you, the new person who's creating a channel, that a prior channel exists and that you will need to come up with a new channel name. This would be an asset to help avoid any future confusion. I'm sure there's more than just my channel that has faced this, and I wanted to make sure we all understand that this is needs to be dealt with. And I firmly ask YouTube to look into installing some type of a Nick Collide system to prevent this from the future. I'm going to send this video to them at Team YouTube and explain on Twitter why I'm sending them this video, and let's see what they say. Because obviously, I'm sure it's happened many times before, where people have gotten themselves getting messages from channel people the same name as themselves and going, what the heck is going on? Now you know. Yeah, we've been fighting on that for weeks. Not weeks. Days. 23rd, 22nd of October. And we now know at least one of them has came out and cleared her name, but there may be more, and they may not have come out and cleared their names yet. So I think it's time to get this straightened out. That's about it for news. I just wanted to let you know that we had a pretty good conversation last night. We also dealt with the racial issues as well. And finally it was clear by a jury of my peers on my channel that indeed I am not a racist. And I'm glad to say that. Because I'm not. I never wanted to support racism. I don't believe in racism. By the way, with all the rain we had last night, my kitchen ceiling started to get leaky and holy, and the landlord is going to have to fix my kitchen ceiling. So I'm sure, because I remember I read that it said the National Weather Service had declared a flood warning, or flash flood warning, until 12:15 a.m. Well, it said to avoid flooded areas. I'm talking about when you're driving. Well, what if the flooded area is your kitchen? And you got to cook dinner on an electric cooker? You're going to get wet, or you're going to get electrocuted. Pick one. Exactly. Fortunately, it was wet instead of electrocuted. But this rain was really heavy last night. I was very surprised at how much we got. But it only happens really when it really rains really, really hard. And I guess the wind was blowing up the shingles and was getting underneath the shingles and into the wood and then tripping into our sheetrock, and that's when all the trouble starts. But fortunately enough, it's a very rare occurrence. It used to be more common. I'd get more flooded in my mini hallway than I would in the kitchen. But that was not a problem last night. Last night that was bone dry. Other than when I accidentally spilled water on the floor when filling the cat dishes. That's different. Alright, so for now, I will see you next Sunday at 6 p.m. Eastern Time, 7 p.m. Atlantic Time, 5 p.m. Central Time, 4 p.m. Mountain Time, and 3 p.m. Pacific Time. And I do not know exactly what the time would be in Alaska or Hawaii, but you can certainly find out and check it out yourself. I will be there. It will be the open forum like it was last night, and it will be a chance for you to speak your mind and learn about new things. Okay? So for now, talk to you later. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.